What is going on, my traveling Pisces peeps? Y'all, we are under attack. We are under siege. And we are getting stuff done today. It's been a week. 1 week. We've seen 4 snakes. 3 rattlesnakes. 1 non-venomous snake. We thought we had more time. But the heat wave came and they are coming out in droves. So it's time to get this fence up. Get it fortified around here. We're starting with getting this painted because it's going to be windy later. So let's get going. All right, y'all. Oh, I got paint all over me. Look, I got paint all over me. Well, now you can't see it on this hand. It's on my left hand because I'm left-handed. Paint all over me. All right, so I got the tiny fence posts painted, starting on the fence in the garden. The guys are working in here and they're going to, so this is where we made our first mistake at. When we put up all of the mesh fencing in the garden area, we started on the outside thinking that that was the best way. So here, let me turn this around and show you. All right, Aaron over here working, getting this done. Okay, so we put the mesh fencing on the outside of the pallets for the majority of the perimeter, and then when we came in, we started, where does it start at? But then when we were in here finishing it off in different areas, we ended up doing it on the inside, which the inside is much better because the snakes like to see, one of the rattlesnakes that we saw was over here and one of the pallet little gap things there. So luckily this kept it out. So we're coming back through, we're fortifying, we are making sure that there's no spots. We're going to fill all of this in with dirt so it buries it, and then rocks on top, to make sure that it's fortified and they can't get through. Because what was happening is we had some of it that's on the inside, and then let me come back over here, then like this one is on the outside. So what was happening is they were finding spots on the outside to come up under, like, see, look, can you see that there? So there's spots where they could easily get up under, and we've had baby rabbits, we've had mice, and we had a snake, but the snake I don't think came through here. But they come through like there, they get up in the pallets, and then they go through. So we need to have it all uniform to where it's on the inside, everything is snug like a bug in a rug, and hopefully that will fortify us a little bit more so that we don't have the critters coming in. So what am I doing while they're doing that? All right, so I'm over here painting these pallets. You know, these are still going to be temporary, the pallets part of it. We just needed to get it up so that everything is fortified and secure, and then that'll be a project once we get all the other big projects done. But we had these pallets and they were this ugly, I don't know, like burnt orange. I don't know what color it is. So I'm just going over them with a cream so that we can go ahead and get the fence on over here. But I know you see all the trim work that I didn't get done. That's because I forgot my trim brush yesterday when we were at Home Depot. So went ahead and got the first coat on. I'm going to go get a trim brush and then hit everything with it that I couldn't get to with the roller. But yeah, that's what we're working on. Getting everything fortified. It's going to start getting windy. Just a little bit of wind right now, but it's supposed to be really, really windy here later today. So trying to get as much done as possible before we can't be out here painting and stuff. We were going to go ahead and start setting the posts, but we can't set the post yet because now the auger is not working for some reason. So we need to research, see if we can figure out why we can't get it started. And if we can't figure it out, we're just going to have to go buy another one. We're going to have to bite the bullet because we got to get this done. We've got all of this side over here that we need to put the posts in so we can get the other fencing up over there, because the fencing that we have on that side is the larger cattle fencing or whatever it's called. And it doesn't deter anything other than, you know, putting up like a boundary, because any kind of critter, slither, whatever can get through. But y'all, check out this video. Dimitri going to work the other morning. It was still dark outside. Caught him on the security camera the moment he ran into the snake that was in the wheel hub. Holy moly. I'm telling you, these snakes are coming out to get us. I mean, listen, we're living in the desert. There's going to be snakes. There's going to be critters. I don't mind the non-venomous ones. I had snakes when I was younger. But the rattlesnakes, they need to stay out. They need to heed the warning. No trespassing. We're doing everything that we can to make that happen, just to make it a little bit more secure. We know that it's not 100% proof. You can't snake proof things, but we can sure deter it to where it might just move along and not want to work to get so hard to get in. All right, I got to get back to work. It's getting hot. Ooh, I am a hot mess, y'all. Don't judge. I got to get this work done. All right, let's go. Daddy, take a break. Take a break. Play with me. Noah and that ball, I tell you.
I want to let y'all know something. So I've come to the conclusion that there's 2 seasons in Arizona. Okay?
Hot and hella hot.
One season is get it done before it gets dark.
Yeah.
And then the other one is get it done before it gets too hot.
Right.
That's the 2 seasons, right?
Right.
So
now, we got out here. We got we got our dump run going on here. But more so, we're doing it so that we can get things cleaned up out here. Why, husband?
because Mickey, Minnie, and Jerry, and who else?
I don't know what you're gonna call that slithering snakes. I don't care about Mickey, Minnie as much. Yes, so we have found a few mice in the office tiny house. But more importantly, we had 2 rattlesnake run-ins in a day. One was in the garden area, which we know where he came in at. It's not fortified over there yet with the fencing, which we're going to be doing probably tomorrow. So that one we couldn't get out of the area. So unfortunately, you know, we had to do what we had to do for our safety, the dog's safety. Second one was on the outside of the fence area, on the outside of the garden, and he luckily heeded our warning and he slithered away somewhere. We haven't seen him in 2 days, so hopefully he's gone and he, like, you know, went somewhere. So anyway, we are doing our spring cleaning. We got the trash all ready to go to the dump tomorrow. We got a weed whacker, which we did not want to do because we figured it was going to, you know, like dry up and die. But we've got to get rid of all of these weeds that are around the perimeter, because this is what happened. It went slither, 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 just like this. Slither. What's that? Whew, that was a stick in there. I was like, what? Slither, 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 slither. And then over here, the fencing stops. So it came right in over here. And you see all this tall weeds and stuff. So yeah, so we're going to weed whack all of this, get rid of it. And then tomorrow we will go ahead and put the fencing up and start getting the nice thing. I know a lot of it can pull right out, but there's a... I know that, husband, but you're going to come out here and pull all of this up? No, because you were supposed to be doing it like 2 weeks ago and couldn't get it done. Because because it's too much and it gets too hot out here. So that's why we're just going to weed whack it down tomorrow, put up the fence, and then we'll go from there, because I ain't playing no more snakes. Like, see this one? The fencing is kind of pushed out. So we're going to put the wood between the pallets and the fencing so it's snug as a bug in a rug. We'll do that first, and we're going to do it all the way around. And then we'll come back and we're gonna lay more fencing down flat on the ground and cover it up so that nothing can dig down and under. So yeah, that's currently what we are working on right now. Man, and it is hot, hot, hot out here. It has been all week. We got to what, 94 today? Yeah, real hot, but the AC, I know, I like looking at you. The AC is working.
Stop following me, turn it on you.
No, the AC has been working well in the bedroom. And in the office area. We don't have anything in the kitchen area yet, that one there. But the kitchen build has kind of like come to a halt until we get this stuff done. Everything is blooming out, man. And we got so many weeds. Look at this. All over the place in the cactus garden, around the fire pit area. You know, all the places that we don't really walk very much. So we got a lot to get done. Tomorrow is Aaron's only other day off. Hey there, Nola girl. What you doing, Nola girl? You got your ball. But yeah. Simba's just like, hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Simba girl. Alright, y'all. That is it for now. I just want to give you a quick update. We've got to run to go get gas for the Jenny
Before it gets
because
even more expensive.
Yeah, before it gets even more expensive. But we've had a very, very cloudy day today, so we need to kind of put the generator on and top the mini split off so we can get through the night with the AC. So we'll check back later.
I don't know if it's a rattlesnake, but it's a snake.
Did it rattle us or anything? Where is it at?
Right there.
Came out after.
No, he was just sitting there. I think I just. Oh shit.
Yep, that would be.
Simba,
come. Simba, come.
I was standing right by it. How nice of you to join me after the work is all done.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes.
I see you.
dug.
I see you. I was
It
over
looks
there
like they're
working
about,
myself.
I mean, I brought most of them up to about here, so I would say that's probably about a foot and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, that should
Maybe
be
you might be
good.
able to dig it out a little bit more. A couple of them I hit some rocks,
Yeah.
but for the most part, I think we might be all right. You know, I'm more worried about the wind. We should be all right. Right?
Yeah.
2 feet down? No, it's gonna be. Think the wind's gonna blow over? What? Those? Please show me it's not gonna have time to set.
Wait, are you putting the poles up tonight? I was just wondering because you put that pole in.
Tomorrow's not windy because they're going to need about a day to
Yeah, that's when you use the cross beams to make it straight, so that way the wind can't blow
cross
it.
beams.
I'll show you tomorrow. You take like these and you put it to the side so that way it holds it in place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll show you tomorrow. It's not too windy. Even if it's windy, we'd be alright.
Yeah. Hello down there. Husband, I can see to the other side of the earth.
Can you see China?
I can see China.
Let them know that we alright. We cool.
Right? Don't mess with us homesteaders. We good out here.
No smoke.
We staying away from all that. We prepare and keep ourselves secure because we got our own war going on.
Your measuring tape. Let's measure like 2 feet off of here, so that way we know at least where we need to go down to.
I don't think you're getting deeper than that. If you can't get your auger down that deep, you're not getting that deep.
Well, it might be.
You're
Can
not
you?
shoveling it out.
Yes.
Can you get your measuring tape?
Yes.
The measure.
Yes,
That way,
sir.
at least if we know that we're 1.5 feet, 2 feet.
Right.
We are. This looks like it's only about 8 inches.
Yep. Give me a second. Let me go get it. So I know you guys are wondering, why did we start over on this side, considering that this morning we were working over here in the garden area. Well, we hit a few bumps in the road. Ooh, look at that sunset. That's gonna be a pretty one tonight. Our auger decided to stop working on it, so we had to go get a new auger, and I needed to get a trim brush to finish up this here. And then by the time we got back, the winds had picked up so much that we couldn't really get anything else done. So we're gonna hopefully finish up this area tomorrow. They have a little bit left behind these right here, like this pole here on down, we still need to do. So we're gonna get that done. So since we couldn't do anything more over here, ooh, that is such a pretty sunset. We decided to go ahead and be proactive and prep the area over here tomorrow to get the holes in, so that we can get the poles set for the fence and get her done. All right, let me stop talking and go help them. Alright, y'all, it is the next morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is early getting out here in the garden. Trying to get stuff done before it gets too hot, because you know that caught us up yesterday. So my strawberries, aren't they beautiful? Those aren't the ones that I planted though. Ah, get out of there, girl. You can't have my strawberries. No, get out of there. Yeah, so the ones that I had planted the other week, they're done for. And I didn't want to waste any time getting any more strawberries going, so I went and bought some. I already got them planted in here. I did leave the other ones in just in case they bounce back, but I don't think they're going to. These are doing great coming up. My peas over here that I transplanted, they're dying. They're not doing good. So I'm going to pull these out, and I've got a tomato plant that I have to get in the ground. It's one of my seedlings that I've been growing, and it's just getting hot. I've had it outside for about a week now just so I could get acclimated, and I need to get it in the ground, and we haven't finished our other beds over there that I were going to put them in, because, you know, we've been on snake patrol trying to get everything fortified, which the guys are going to be finishing up today, I hope, or at least making some progress. So since these are dying, I'm going to go ahead and put my tomato plant in here, because I had already put the cage up here for my beans. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And then I got another little plant here, that one of my seedlings that I need to get into the ground too. So that is what I am working on so far. What y'all doing? Leave it in the comments below. What do you need to get off of YouTube and get out and do? Or what did you do today and now you're sitting down and watching YouTube? Leave them in the comments below while I get these planted. All right, y'all, and just like that, I got my tomato plants in. They are looking... That one's okay. This one's looking kind of rough after being acclimated out here for the week. You know, it's been pretty hot. We have this heat wave, but I need to get in the ground. So I kind of cleaned up some of the dead leaves on it, hoping that it might bounce back, because as you see, it does still have some pretty leaves on it. And when I planted them, I did use the method where you kind of, I forget what it's called, I don't even know, where you lay down the roots on the bottom, the stems on the bottom, and then kind of bring it back up so that it can grow a little longer, get a little stronger. So we will see how those do. And then I got this one in and this one in. Not gonna lie, I can't remember what these are. I didn't have them marked. So we're gonna see what happens, what they come up as, if they come up. And other than that, strawberries are in and these are doing well. All right, on to the next project. Y'all, you want to know the truth about homesteading? It's hard. It is super hard, especially when you work full-time jobs, because you don't always feel like getting out and doing stuff, but they need to get done. On top of that, if it's more than one person trying to do it, you might want to get out and do it early. The other person might want to get out and do it later. It's hard, but you got to work together. You got to get it done. You gotta get it done. So I'm working on finishing up the fence, and they are over there. Finished trying to get these posts in the ground today, set in the concrete. Super cloudy day. We're just trying to get it done the best we can. Not on anybody's time schedule but ours. But like I said, it's hard, it's tough. You don't always want to get out and do stuff. Sometimes you just want to have some downtime and be a little lazy, which is okay, because it's all about your schedule, not anybody else's. But reality, if you're doing it with other people, they might not always want to do it at the time when you want to get out and get it done. All right, I got to get back to this fence. All right, y'all, let me get over here. We kind of made a boo-boo on our measurements when we were digging out all the holes. Somehow they did not line up with the poles the way we need them, because we're gonna put these on the bottom and then attach the mesh fencing to it and sandwich it between another board and then go up to the top. We thought we had it all measured out. It didn't work that way. So at first, Aaron was going to go ahead and just start augering some more holes. And then Dimitri said, wait a minute, why don't we just cut these off a little bit wherever they're too long? And that's a better idea, because it's getting hot out here and we're trying to work smarter, not harder. So what we're doing now is he's getting the thingamabobber to cut them, whatever it is. And we're going to drill these bottom fences to the first 2 poles. And then we'll pick it up, we'll set them in concrete, and then we'll go down the line like that. Hope that makes sense. If not, just stick around. We'll show you the progress as we go. I don't know. I
know we probably ain't doing it right, but you know what?
We doing it.
If you want to come over and show us how to do it, you're more than welcome to come show us how to do it.
I was going to say, my husband's mad at me because he thought he had to redo all these holes. He's digging my hole. Wait, that didn't sound right. You're digging the hole to put me in.
I'm digging this hole
For what?
Purposes.
For future purposes. You're not going to take me to the train depot?
Train station.
Train station. All right, y'all. We got to get to work. We'll check back in a bit. They want to help so bad. They just sitting here watching us like, what y'all doing over there? We want to be over there. I know. Y'all are probably wondering why we are doing this, seeing that we have the other fence over there. But we've decided, you know, as the homestead is growing, we are expanding the fence out, which is one reason why we just had the temporary fences. We wanted to see how far out we went. Plus, this area over here, here, let me go back some. So, from about here, like here to the front is going to be designated for the MILs if they decide to move out here. So we're going to put the fence up here, and if we need to, if they decide, yes, they do want to move out here and build their little tiny house forever homes, we'll take down a portion of the fence here and just kind of slide their tiny houses up in there. So, I mean, we still have plenty of room over here. Where I'm at, we've got room still to drive through where the driveway is, and then that's the property line there. So we still have, you know, several feet to the actual property line, just in case, you know, someone says it's not right, which we know it is. But anyway, and then we'll just bring a driveway in this way. So yeah, so that's why we decided to move it out and get a little bit more secure from the snakes. Alright, y'all, the guys are officially back to work. Wanted to show you the progress on the fence. They were out here last night. They went ahead and they put up the fencing. The only problem is that my vision, what I had told them to do, was I wanted to sandwich the fencing in between two of the boards and then screw them along the bottom. The reason being is that way we wouldn't have any of the buckling underneath the fencing, like right over here. So what's going to happen is that they think they're just going to come and attach this and it's going to fix it. But here's the problem. See that? What's the point of having the fence if we still have it buckling and things can get up underneath there? So, you guys want to tell them? Or do I have to tell them? They're going to have to take the fencing down and start all over. They're not going to be happy with me. Oh well, it's got to be done right. And of course, I know I'll be to blame. They'll say, you should have been out here supervising. Here we go again. All right, y'all. Hope you have a great day. I'll check back in with you in a bit and let you know the progress.